What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. Man, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough one. For you guys that were with me earlier, you know I've been a little busy. I've been out here trying to make some things happen for you. As always, guys, as you come into the chat, please drop a 1 in there. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay and see me okay before we get into tonight's festivities. Have a little bit of fun with it like we always do. And tonight, you guys have seen the thumbnail and the title of the video. Let me just getting a few things set up. So tonight we're gonna dive into some live imaging. But first of all, welcome to all of the mega live users, all of the live scope and the active target users, guys. So this is basically a community of like-minded guys. We're all out here trying to do our thing on the lake. So regardless of what type of system you're running, hopefully there's some value that you will be able to find in this stream. So there are guys in here that are running Humminbird and Garmin and Lowrance and Humminbird. So we have a kind of a hodgepodge, a mixture of things going on in here. So regardless of what you are running on your system, you are definitely welcome to this channel and to this live stream. So like I said, we are here for everybody, guys. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun with it. So yes, your partner was a little late. I was running a little late. Man, it's been a little rough for me today, but for you guys that know, I was out live on the lake a little earlier, just a few hours ago, you know, putting together some footage for you guys and wanted to have some of that information so that I can bring it to you as far as that mega live update. So for you guys that have been along on the journey from the what did we start off with? 1.130, 1.150, 1.170. Then we hit the 1.20. And now where are we at, guys? 1.290. Oh yeah. So we've gone through, you know, we stepped through it. Run into a a little rough patch just once for me, but I know some of you guys have been out there kind of struggling with some things. So I just wanted to kind of recap and do another stream and go over this for you guys, because I know there was a lot of people that were running into issues as far as getting their settings and everything like that done. And I can't forget, shout out to the Facebook crew. Let me just check on them real quick over here, guys. All right, just want to check on the Facebook side of things, make sure you guys are up and running. I did have the earlier recording from today's live out on the water that is up on Facebook, but I don't know if it was live at the time we were out there. So hopefully you guys can go and catch that on the replay. And also, while we are at it, just bear with me real quick. You guys know this is a live show, so I have to get in here and do a little work sometimes. Oh, and that reminds me, one other thing that I need to do. But first, let me just get in here and double check. Just want to make sure on the YouTube side of things. There we go. We are up and running over here on YouTube. We are looking good on Facebook. So shout out to everybody. And the other thing I need to do is drop this banner. Let's see. Is Joe Winkler in here? Let's check and see. Let me just check and see. There. Yep. There he is. There he is. Joe Winkler. Shout out to the man of the hour. So I want to start off by giving him a shout out, because I always have to put respect where respect is due. Each week, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker to the channel during the live stream is the sponsor of that live stream, because this channel is supported by you guys, the viewers, subscribers, you know, people that come through every once in a while to check out the channel and see what's going on over here. And at the very end of today's live stream, Joe Winkler, he came in with the $10 super chat. So if you take a look down at the bottom of the screen, you will see that the banner scrolling down below. Basically, that is the banner that will show you guys who is the current sponsor of the live stream. So special thank you so much to the sponsor of the live stream. Mark Scott was the last sponsor, but I now have to put a little respect on his name. And let's see, let's change this over to, let's see, Joe Winkler. Yeah, so I did catch that, Joe, but it was right at the end of the live stream. I didn't notice it until after the live stream was over. But of course, you know, I have to get in here and give you some credit. Make sure everybody knows that Joe Winkler is the current sponsor of this live stream with a $10 super chat. So really, really appreciate that. All right, so let me hop into the comments, just give a few shout outs. And then what we're going to do for tonight, guys, is we are going to I think we're gonna have a little fun with this one too after we talk about this live imaging thing. But I have some on the water footage, of course, from today. I have some on the water footage from maybe a week or so ago, right before the update. No, this is going to be after the update. So the 1.290 update, but I have some footage prior to me receiving the new transducer. And the other thing, make sure you guys always check the links in the description. I try to make sure I bring value to you in the YouTube live streams, the videos that I put out, and also in the description of the videos. So in the description, I do have a video where I try to do something a little extra for the members of the Money Team. Shout out to the Money Team. Those are the members of the channel. If anybody is interested in supporting the channel, make sure you click that join button down below, and it will give you, just some information about some perks that come along with it. But I did drop a more detailed video in the members only section for the members of the channel. So make sure you guys, if you haven't taken a look at that, make sure you go and take a look at that. And I just go a little more in depth about the new transducer that I received to replace my previous transducer. I mean, that me and the other transducer, we have been through some war times with that one, but hey, it's all good now. All right, so let's hop into the comments real quick and see who we have checking in. Special shout out to the Money Team once again. We have Joseph checking in. He says waiting on Wapner. Yeah, guys, I was a little late, but I tried to give you a little extra today when I was out there on the lake today. And shout out to Vernon Neal. Vernon Neal says, what's up, JB? Waiting along with you. Yeah, I had you guys waiting a little bit. And also want to give a big shout out to Vernon Neal. He kind of put me up on some information to help me out with getting things rolling with that new Mega Live transducer. And shout out to Mark Scott. There he is. I knew he would be here sooner or later, but I guess it was sooner because I was here later. All right, he says, hi, guys. I'm waiting with you. Yep, I had you guys waiting. Joseph says, hanging out, waiting on the big show. All right, let's see. Wait a second, guys. I think I have to stop the show. We have Mark Scott. He is going ahead and stepping up, putting in the $20 super chat. So right now, as we speak, Mark Scott is the current sponsor,
yes, sir,
of the live stream. So he's putting me to work already. Let me hop into the to this banner real quick. Just bear with me, guys. So right now, Mark Scott has hit us with the $20 super chat. Just give me a second. Like I said, this is a live show, guys, so I have to keep things moving. All right, Mark Scott. All right, so Mark Scott is the current sponsor of the live stream. So if you take a look down below, you will see that banner now reads, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Mark Scott. Really, really appreciate that. All right, so yeah, he is stepping in early and stepping in strong. All right, so let me hop back into the chat real quick. Just want to get caught up and just see who's joining us for tonight's live stream. Let's see, where were we at? All right, here we go. Let me see. Vernon Neal says, if you're waiting on me, you're backing up. All right. Now I appreciate everybody that hops in and gets active in the chat. Hit me with the ones to let me know that everything is looking good and sounding good. And I want to give another shout out to Dodie Fisher. Hit me with the one in the chat and also sending me some links to some videos where he was out with his system on the and I mean, he has some very good images too, guys. No interference or anything like that. So special shout out to you. Really appreciate that. All right, let's see. Shout out to Steve. Then we have Cajun Rob. We got Cajun Rob checking in. He says, what's up, Easy Money? Hey, man, just here trying to do a little something, bring some info to you guys. All right, we have Mako Mills. What is going on, Mako? Mako's out there about to get that boat so he can come in here and join us for the Battle of the Anglers. So he'll be out there on the water with us sooner or later. All right, and want to give a shout out to, take a look at that, guys, the Facebook crew. We have Larry Gaines checking in. Hope everything is going well with you. Have you been out on the lake lately? I know before you were tearing up the tournament trails. So have you what was the last tournament that you fished? Just drop a comment in there for me. All right, Mako Mill says the new transducer made a big difference for sure. Oh yeah. So you guys that were on the earlier live stream from today when I was out on the water, you definitely saw what he is talking about. But for the people that missed it, I will just do a quick recap and show you a few things that we were looking at while I was out on the water a little earlier. All right. And once again, shout out to the sponsor of the show. Big shout out to Mark Scott. All right. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Who is this? We have Yeet with a signature hook set. He says, what's good, money? Hey, he is out there doing his thing. I mean, how many checks did you cash during the BFL this season? I mean, it seems like every time I turn around, you were up there on the stage getting a check, picking up a trophy. But shout out to Yeet with a signature hook set, guys. He is out there doing his thing on the co-angler side of the BFLs. So let's see. Who else do we have checking in, guys? Let's see. All right, Larry Gaines says, my last tournament was Miss Helen Moore's Classic on Logan Martin. All right, yeah, big shout out to that. Good tournament trail over there. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is hop into a little content for tonight. So as everybody is pretty much aware of, Humminbird Mega Live has Humminbird in general has put out a lot of updates recently. And with those updates, they updated the Helix units, the Apex, Solix. They also updated the Mega 360. What else, guys? The trolling motor, and of course, the Mega Live system. And there's a lot of guys that have had a few issues with that Mega Live system. So as we step through all of the updates with the 1.130, the 1.150, the 1.170, and then the 1.20, and now to the 1.29. That is the first time that I have ever experienced any issues. So this is just a quick backstory for everybody that is just joining in. And I know a lot of guys are still having issues. Some of the guys, it could be issues with the connections, their wiring, things like that. But other guys, it's going to be something going on with that transducer. And like I said, I dropped the link in the description where I go into a little more detail of the steps, everything that I did in order to get the transducer. But wait a minute, guys, hold on just a second. Gotta stop the show again. Mako Mill stepping in. He said, hey, let me test the waters. Let me hit the channel with a $1.99 super chat to see what happens with that before I come back and hit the channel with the $19.99 super chat. Big shout out to Mako Mills. Really, really appreciate that. So I think, that kind of boosts you up. Let me just do some calculations real quick. So yeah, I think that boosts Mako up too, the current sponsor of the live stream. Let me do some mathematics real quick. So really, really appreciate that. So what that means for everybody that is new and tuning in, each week, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker during the live stream is the sponsor of that live stream. Special shout out to Mark Scott. Special shout out to, who do we have down here so far, guys? Joe Winkler. And now, special shout out to Mako Mills. So I have to hop in here real quick, do a little work, and change this banner again. You guys are moving tonight. All right, so let's see. Put some respect on his name. Make sure I get the spelling right and everything. So here we go. Mako Mills has jumped to the front of the pack. So now if you take a look, the banner now reads, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Mako Mills. Really, really appreciate that. All right, so let's see. I always have to give credit where credit is due with that. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right, wait a minute, guys. Look who we have checking in. Shout out to another subscriber to the channel, Bridget Allen Fishing. What's up, Money? Thanks for the water demo earlier. Yeah, big shout out to you. Really, really appreciate it. All right, out there. And so do you fish tournaments? Because I was taking a look at some of your was it your Instagram or something where you just subscribed or started following me on something? But yeah, so shout out to you. Really appreciate you hopping in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, guys. I'm trying to get into the look at this right here. Stop the show. Mark Scott said, oh no, hold up, swole up. I am coming in strong. You must have forgot who I am. I am Mark Scott, one of the top sponsors of this, not only this live stream, but of the channel. So Mark Scott is coming here making it known that, hey, he is definitely in here. But guys, let me like I said, let me do some calculations real quick. So we have Mako Mills, we have Mark Scott. Mark Scott just hit the channel with the $20 super chat. Really, really appreciate that, Mark. And that is coming back to back off of another $20 super chat from Mark Scott. He's out there definitely making things happen. And I know, Mark Scott, you have been out there on the lake making some things happen with that Mega Live too. And actually, I'm going to have to get some of your clips and footage that you send to me on Instagram. You are always out there doing it big on the lake. You and your son out there catching those 4, 5, 6. Have you caught some 7-pounders yet? Because I know, I mean, I get those 6s from you a lot. But I mean, I know you're out there making things happen. So Mark Scott, he is the current sponsor of the live stream. So what do I need to do, guys? I got to go in here and do a little work again. Let's see where we are at. So I just put in Mako Mills, but Mark Scott said, no, partner. That is my name that is supposed to be in that spot. So let's hop back in here and change this up real quick. So we have Mark Scott coming back and taking the #1 spot. All right, there we go. So now if you guys take a look at the banner, you will see it says special thank you so much to the sponsor of the live stream, Mark Scott. Really, really appreciate it. All right, so now, I mean, when you guys show me this much love, I have to get straight into the content, but want to give another shout out to Mako Mills. He said, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. And wait a minute. Stop the show. Joe Winkler is stepping back into the live stream. So Joe Winkler, you know, he had a head start on you guys a little earlier, but he's like, hey, I want to step in and let you guys know I'm still here too. So really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate you guys always coming in strong and supporting the channel and the content that I'm putting out. I try to make sure that I bring value to you guys, get out there on the water, coming here doing these live streams, talking to you on Instagram. And the other thing, the members of the Money Team, if you guys take a look, those are the guys that have the badges right next to their name. I'm trying to put more and more content in there for you guys. And I have I do want to give a shout out to some of the newest members of the Money Team. So I'm checking in the comments. I'm seeing those badges pop up. So as you guys come in here, I definitely try to make it known that you guys are supporting the channel. Like I said, I really, really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is let me just check this real quick. Mark Scott says, yes, 1 7-pounder this year. It was the first bass of the year. You know what? I think I remember that. I think I remember when you sent me that. But yeah, big shout out to you. Really, really appreciate it. And we have some new people checking into the live stream. Shout out to 1922 Bass. All right. So what we're going to do, guys, you guys are really coming here showing a lot of love and support for the channel. So we're going to hop straight into the content. So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen. And like I tell you guys, this is a live show. So you just have to bear with me a little bit as I go through and get things set up for you. All right. So first, what I want to do is let me just make sure I get this lined up right. Just bear with me, guys. All right, there we go. All right. So I have to share my screen and just pull up some footage for you. Let me add that on here real quick. All right, here we go. All right, so this footage that I'm about to play is basically immediately after the 1.290 update. And just to give you guys that may not be familiar with it, just a little bit of the backstory on that. So throughout all of these updates that we've been having, my images have always been crisp and clean. If you go back and watch any of the footage that I have on my channel. And the other thing that I want to know is, do you guys know of anyone who has more footage on the Humminbird Mega Live system than your partner MoneyBass? Who else out there has this much content on that Mega Live system that has always been bringing the updates, showing you guys the settings, fish catches, all of that stuff out on the water? Because I want to take a look at that channel too, if somebody else, you know, is out there putting out that type of content. But throughout all of the updates and everything, I've always had a fine image, crisp and clear image. Even when I had some issues with the wiring on my transducer being spliced and stuff like that, and got that fixed, still my images were always great. So let's just, for example, say that I did the 1.29 update on a Monday, and then Tuesday went out and tested it. That Monday before, I did not change any wiring or anything. I was out on the lake, checked everything out, and it was working great. Did the update, went out the next day, and this is what this footage is that I'm about to show you. So let me just share this real quick, and hold on 1 second, guys. All right, here we go. All right, so this footage is what happened directly after completing that update. And what we're going to get into right after this is we're going to see how it looks now after I was able to get some things taken care of to get this that interference out of the way. But here we go, guys. Let's take a look. Home for bass. Joseph says C. Right now, a tiny wedge spoon or a tailspin. Yeah. I mean that one would have been a real good look if I would have had the jack stack. And actually, let me just come back in here and just explain to you guys what's going on. So immediately after the update, I go out on the water. I put up a split screen for you guys. Sometimes I'll show you the baits that I'm about to throw so you can see how they track. You can see the fish out here. You can see the cover. And mainly what I wanted you guys to see is that interference that is coming up. So anytime I hit my spot lock or I engage the trolling motor on my own, that is the interference that I would get. And guys, this happened right before the regionals that I had worked all year to qualify for it. And this is how I had to fish the regionals with my screen like this. And the work around for this was basically, once I would locate the fish, if you see the screen right now, it's clear. I would make my cast just like you just saw. After I made the cast, then I would go back and re-engage the trolling motor using the spot lock. So it was just some extra steps that I had to do. So the image still looked pretty good, as you can see. So this was with the 1.290 update while I was having the interference from the trolling motor. All right, so now let's just take a look at something else. Hold on one second. All right, let me just drop that down and go to this next bit of footage for you guys. Hold on one second. All right, so let me just share my screen again. Just bear with me. And this next bit of footage that I'm going to show you guys is how I was still able to use it even though I was having that interference. And what I was doing, like I said, I would engage the trolling motor, come off of the trolling motor, hit my target lock, hit my spot lock after I made the cast. So let's just pull this up real quick. And this right here is an example of how I was still able to use it even though I did have the wait a minute, did I miss something? Oh my goodness, hold on just a second. Stop the show, guys. What is going on? What have I been missing? I tried to get into some content and you guys were like, hey, hold on, can we interrupt you real quick? We have Mako Mills coming in strong. Woo! Oh my goodness, he has hit the channel with a $49.99 super chat. So I think Mako Mills is really into this mega live. He's like, hey, oh well, actually, you know, I did take Mako Mills out on the lake a week or two ago, and he saw some things that made him say, hey, I can't live without it. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need some of that in my life. So shout out to Mako Mills. He has hit the channel with a $49.99. Hold on, guys. You guys are making me do math and pulling up calculators and all this good stuff. I'm not really complaining, but you know, I mean, hey, really, really appreciate it. So hold on just a second before I lose track of some things. And make sure you guys help me out too. The same way we do the on the water lives, and you guys are keeping track of the weights of the anglers and everything. So hey, sometimes my math may be a little bit off. So just let me know. Let me just see where we're at real quick. So we have Mako Mills. All right, came in strong with a $49.99. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I see where Mako Mills is at. And then we had Mark Scott. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything. If I'm missing something, you guys please let me know. So then we have Mark Scott coming back in here. I'm gonna hold off on this for just a second. Let me I've lost track of who the current sponsor is. The current sponsor is Mark Scott, but let me just put a little respect on Mako Mills' name because he is out here making things happen. So let me hop in here real quick and update this banner. So Mark Scott was in the lead. Then we had Mako Mills come in strong with a $49.99 super chat. He was like, hold up, Mark. I mean, you must not know who I am. I've been in here running this thing before too. So let me go ahead and update this real quick, and then we'll hop back into that content for you guys. But hey, I always have to make sure that I put some respect for the people that are showing that strong support for the channel. All right, so now if you guys take a look, you will see the banner at the bottom of the screen reads special thank you so much to Mako Mills, the current sponsor of the live stream. He has hit the channel with a $49.99 super chat. And guys, I really, really appreciate it. I do not take this for granted at all. It just makes me feel good to know that you guys are receiving value from the information that I put together and for the things that I'm trying to put out there for you guys to help you out so that we can all continue to grow together and get better out there on the water. Because really the thing about it is we never know what somebody's going through, what kind of, whether they're having good times, bad times, whether they can get out on the water once a month, once every 6 months. There are guys out here that are having health issues that really want to make it to the lake but can't, or financial issues. So if we can get in here and share information to make it to where whenever that person does get out on the lake, and maybe they have one time that they can go out to the lake that month, but they're able to make the most out of it because of information that we as a collective have shared or something that I bring to you guys. That is really what the purpose of this channel is. And I mean, man, it just makes me feel good to see that you guys are seeing the value in the information that I'm putting out. So once again, big shout out to Mako Meals. Really, really appreciate it. So just give me a second because I see some other things going on. But let me let Mako Meals just kind of bask in the in the sponsorship for just a few minutes. How about that? Can we do that? All right, so let me just share the screen again real quick. And all right, so this next, all right, hold on 1 second, guys. Where do we go? Okay, here we go. All right, so this next bit of footage that I'm going to show you is, again, let me just pull this back up. So again, this next bit of footage is still after the 1.290 update, but it is before I changed out that transducer. And I've been receiving messages as far as people speculating, saying this reason to where it's only affecting some transducers, or hey, it's affecting mine and not this other one. I do not know the reasoning behind it or what is causing that. Maybe if you contact Humminbird support directly, they can tell you. But until you hear it directly from them, it's kind of just us guessing and speculation. I try to stay away from that as much as I can. Sometimes I may offer like something if I notice, but even sometimes things that you may see and you may think that is actually what's going on. It may not be what's actually happening on that tech side of things, what's going on actually inside of those units. So as far as what is causing some of the units to have the issue and some of them to not have the issue, some of them being able to take that update and be just fine, other ones take the update and they're just not working right. I don't know for sure what caused that, but I know for sure mine is 100% better. So now let me just pull this back up. And what we're about to look at is, like I said, prior to the changing out of the transducer, but I was still able to, and actually, let me just see if I can enlarge the screen real quick. Hold on just a second, guys. Let's see if I can do that. No, it's not letting me do it. But if you guys take a look over on the right-hand side, I just want you to pay close attention. The distance, the forward range on my Mega Live system is set out to, I believe it was 95 feet. So you can see that cover started to come into play all the way to the right of that screen. All right, so I'm going to play this and let's just take a look. I want you guys to pay very close attention because you will actually see the fish movement at, what is this, like 80, 70 to 90 feet away, guys. So this is the 1.290 update, but it is with the trolling motor interference still being an issue at this point. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Look at all those fish coming up on the screen, guys.
Uh-oh, guys. Look at all of those fish right there. And all I need is one.
All right, now watch them.
All I need is one. All right, here they. Oh, got him, got him, got him. Now, did you guys see the top water hit? Did you guys see it? Please tell me that you saw that top water hit, guys. Please tell me that you saw the top water hit.
All right, so there we go. I just wanted you guys to see that. So you can actually see the cover and those fish all the way out to, that was 95 feet was the distance. And I believe that one that you saw streak up to the top and hit that top water bait, that was what, maybe like 70, 80 feet away. So that is the 1.290 update. But immediately after that, take a look at the screen and all that interference. What I did was I started pulling away using the trolling motor to get away from those fish because they started coming towards the boat. And then I immediately hit spot lock. So right now the boat is on spot lock. So the trolling motor is just, kind of keeping me in place on its own. But anytime that the trolling motor starts moving, you start seeing that interference, which basically made it to where I could not really use my spot lock whenever I was trying to actively pursue and catch those fish or try to track those fish. And just bear with me, guys. I'm getting some some messages. Want to just make sure, because we may have somebody that hops into the chat in just a minute. And actually, hold on just a second. Let me go ahead and send out a quick message real quick. All right, just bear with me, guys. This is a live show, so sometimes we are doing things on the fly in action as they happen. All right, so let me see. Hold on. Let me do another quick calculation, guys. Man, okay. Guess what we have, guys? Guess what we have in the middle of all this? Stop the show. We had Mark Scott. He answered Mako real quick after Mako hit the channel with the $49.99 super chat. Mark Scott said, "No, I am not having it." Once again, you must not know who I am. I am the Mark Scott, the one out here catching 7 and 6 pounders on a regular basis. So Mark Scott said no. And we are talking about Mega Live. Mega Live is Mark Scott's thing. He is definitely out there putting it to work. And like I said, I will have to show you guys some of the clips that he has sent me. So maybe on the next live stream, I will have some of that set up. But Mark Scott, he has a nice setup on his boat, and he definitely knows how to use that Mega Live system. The other thing, Mark Scott did hit me up and let me know that the once he did the update, he does run Helix units. And Mark, if you could drop in the chat what is your current setup, what units do you have at the bow and at the console? And I believe you're running the Mega 360, you're running the Mega Live, and you have that new Quest. Have that new Quest trolling motor. So he has the full works on his boat. So yeah, big shout out to Mark Scott. And guys, I can't forget. Let me hop back in here real quick and update this banner. Each week, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker to the channel during the live stream is the sponsor of that live stream, because this channel is supported by you guys, the sponsor, by you guys, the viewers, the subscribers, members of the Money Team. You guys are the ones that carry and support this show. And I always try to make sure I bring value to you guys. So really, really appreciate it. All right. So now let me just update this real quick. So we have Mark Scott is the current sponsor of the show. So now if you take a look at the banner, you will see down below, it says special thank you so much to Mark Scott. He is the current sponsor of the show. So really, really appreciate that. All right. And let me just double check over here. You guys have been moving in the chat. I always want to, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything in here, guys. All right. So yeah, I see some familiar names and everything checking in tonight. Really, really appreciate it, guys. All right. So let's see who else we have in here. So we have Adam Westbrook checking in. What is going on, Adam? Really appreciate you checking into the live stream. All right. So, and real quick, just a quick recap. And I see some more people have come into the chat. So let me just back something up real quick. Just bear with me real quick, guys. I want to, right after I give a few shout outs, what I'm going to do is for you guys that are just tuning in, I'm going to play this little segment again, because I think this is very important for the simple fact that it will show you that 1.29 update, even with the interference, is working very well, as long as you can get that interference off of the screen. All right, but let me hop back into the chat real quick, and then I'll bring up this other clip and show it to you. And the thing that I will get into right after that is the current update with the new transducer, so you guys can see the clarity. Like I said, I was out there earlier today on the lake. Really appreciate everybody that took the time to come out there and be a part of that live stream. All right, so we have Bridget says, I fished the Bassmaster Opens up until last year when they went to 9 events. Whoa. Wow, the Bassmaster Opens. Bridget Allen fishing. Were you fishing as a co-angler or as a boater? The Bassmaster Opens. All right, big deal. You're out there making big moves. And let me see. Cajun Rob fishing. Were you out there fishing the Bassmaster Opens too? I know Cajun Rob is a little bit of everywhere, fishing almost everything. All right, then special shout out to Mako Mills. He says, no worries, money. Just make sure you take me out so I can master fishing deep using target lock. Oh yeah. Once Mako Mills saw that target lock and that Mega Live in action, he was like, hey man, fishing is just not the same anymore. I think I ruined him, guys. I think I ruined him. All right. And want to give a big shout out to Mako Mills for that $49.99 super chat. All right. Let's see what else we have in here, guys. Let's see who else we have. All right. Let me see. Where are we at? Mako Mills says, whoa. He says, whoa, you started a war, Mark. Oh, yeah. Mark said, I am not playing. I'm not playing. He says, I love supporting Ryan. Yeah, really, really appreciate it. Mark Scott is one of the top supporters of the channel. Always getting active in the comments. Always, hopping into whenever I'm doing a live stream. Mark Scott is going to show up sooner or later. If I don't see him there, I'm like, hey, I know he's going to show up any minute now. So really, really appreciate that. All right, then 1922 Bass says, what are we buying? What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. I see all these dollar signs flashing around. So basically, for anybody that does not know, those are super chats and super stickers. And those are the way that we as YouTubers, we get support for our channels. It's through those super chats. So this channel right here, the MoneyBass channel, I do not have any big sponsors or anything like that. This channel is pretty much supported by you guys, the sponsors of the show. So we have the MoneyTeam, which are the members of the channel. So if anybody is interested in finding out more about that, there's I put members only content. So how you guys are able to watch this live, I will do just members only content, members only lives, members only videos and things like that. So that goes in the members only channel. So that is part of, one of the perks of being a member of the MoneyTeam. So if you're interested in that type of information, just click the join button down below. It is not much at all to become a member of the MoneyTeam. But it'll just tell you a little information about that and some of the perks that come along with it. And like I was saying, as far as the super chat, super stickers, those are just ways that people are just showing that, just showing their support for the channel, saying, hey, I am finding value in this. And it just helps keep things going. And even with the Battle of the Anglers, if you guys aren't familiar with that, make sure you go to my channel, and maybe I'll try to pull up a clip of one of the Battle of the Anglers segments where we have actual live MLF style challenges but the main thing about that is that you guys see all of us on the screen at the same time. We're able to communicate with each other. So we're cracking jokes. If somebody's catching small fish, we're going in on each other about it. And you guys in the chat are actually able to chime in too. We're able to see your comments and everything while we are live fishing those tournaments. So basically, 1922 Bass, that is kind of what you see here. It is just, all of us getting together to help grow the channel. So we have a little over, about 2 months or so left in this year. So next year we're planning on doing some big things. Maybe at some point we can start doing some meetups and having tournaments where you may be on your lake, I may be on mine, and then you'll see both of us on the screen making some things happen. So we're doing big things over here, 1922 Bass. So really, really appreciate you coming in and joining the family. All right, so Mako Mill says, I'm with you, brother, but you've woken the Kraken. Wait a minute. I don't know what that means. I've seen Mako getting active in this chat before. All right, then we have BI Fishing says, what's up, people? I need some help, people. I need a bass boat. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about, guys. All right, so this channel, like I said, we are here to help each other out. So we have BI Fishing. We have Big Ivy checking in. He says he needs a bass boat. All right, Big Ivy, drop some more information in the chat. Let us know what you're looking for, price range, if you have a certain type of boat in mind or anything, because you never know who is in the chat. There may be somebody in here right now that has the rig that you want, and they may be looking to swap that out with something else. So you never really know. Just put some more details about what you're looking for in here, and we'll see if anybody in the chat can help you out with it. And again, if anybody has had, I know there was someone earlier on the live stream on the water that had a specific issue, and I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was interference with some rings or something coming on their screen. And I do remember that there were some guys in the chat before that was having that same issue. So if you are in the chat, make sure you put that in the comments, because there may be somebody here that has the exact fix to get rid of those rings that you were seeing. For me, it sounded like it may have been some type of wiring issue, possibly. But if you drop the details of that in the chat, there may be somebody in here that can help you out with that. All right, then we have Z20 Fishing says, hey, everyone. Hey, Money, what is going on? Really appreciate you coming back. And check it out, guys. Shout out to Gustavo checking in. He is a member of the Rob Benders Bass Club, guys. That is the bass club that I'm a member of. Great group of guys. Gustavo, good to see you checking in. All right, Mako Mill says, Big Ivy Fishing, what kind of bass boat are you looking for? All right. Shout out to the money team. Have Mark Scott checking in. He is the current sponsor of the show. All right. So this is what Mark Scott has on his boat. He says on the bow, I have a Helix 10 and a Helix 9 and a Helix 8 on the console. I have 2 Helix 10s. So yeah, I think you're running 5 units, right? Yeah. So Mark Scott is out there making some things happen. And he left off that Mega Live, Target Lock, and the Mega 360. So he's doing it big. All right. Joseph Scott says, back at the helm, got to be honest. I'm happy to see the improvements in your system, man. You'll see a lot of improvement in a hurry now that you're not fighting the equipment. That is definitely true. So yeah, I definitely was out there fighting the equipment and trying to have workarounds and everything when I had all of that that interference going on. Let me see. Hold on just a second. What is going on? Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Thought I had missed something real quick. All right, so let me go through a few more of these shout outs, and then I will get back and play that clip for everybody that is just tuning in. I'm going to play a clip in just a second that will show you the 1.290 update after the after the update was complete, but prior to me getting this the new transducer. And without having that new transducer, I was still able to get a good image, track those fish, track my bait, all of that good stuff. But I had a big problem with that, with the interference that was coming up on the screen. But let me just hop in the chat, get caught up on that real quick, and then I will bring. I see some troublemakers coming into the chat. I do not know what is about to happen in here. All right, so we have Barry, the Sabine King. Check it in. Says, hey, MoneyBass, is that the new transducer with the interference still? No, that is not the new transducer with the interference. That is the 1.290 update with the interference, but without the new transducer. Give me just a second, and I will pull that clip up, and I will show that to you. I will explain it to you in detail, and then we will get into this brand new transducers. You'll be impressed. I was very impressed today when I was doing the on the water live today. All right, 1922 Bass says, I'm having problems with my Mega Live. Okay, yeah, so I think it was 1922 Bass. So if anybody was having this particular issue that 1922 Bass is referring to, please drop some information in the chat that can help 1922 Bass out. All right, so 1922 Bass says, I'm having problems with my Mega Live. I'm getting a pulsating interference. It looks like rings coming back towards the transducer. That's with my Mega 360 off. So if anybody remembers, at one point there was an issue where it would just kind of be pulsating. That sounds different from this trolling motor interference. What he's referring to, I've seen that a few times on mine, but it mainly only happened whenever I got in shallow water and I was near a hard bottom, or I was close to another boat that had their transducers running. But so if anybody can get some information in there to help Big Ivy, BI Fishing, and we're trying to help out 1922 Bass. So big shout out to you guys. Really appreciate both of you for coming and checking into the chat. And we have LJ checking in. James Harmon says, what's up, guys? Time to party. When he says it's time to party, I do not know what that means. All right, then shout out to Bridget Allen Fishing says, Boater, this year I'll be hanging locally near the upper Chesapeake Bay. All right, big shout out to that. Really glad to have you here fishing as a boater on the Bassmaster Opens. Big deal with that, making some things happen. I'll definitely have to look you up, maybe have you on the show sometimes. We can get on here and hear about some of these experiences that you're having out there. All right, Mako Mill says, where's Mark at total wise? Mark is sitting at 110. Mark is sitting at 110. Mark says he is not playing. Mark steps in strong. He does not play. So Mark is sitting at 110, Mako. I know you're asking for a friend, right? All right. Then we have Joseph says, Team Barking Rugers represent. Joseph, listen, I know you saw LJ in here. You guys do not get in here and start trying to cause some problems. And, who knows? We might talk Chickenhawk up. We definitely need Chickenhawk to hop into the live stream tonight. Let me just check on him real quick. All right, because I'll go ahead and let you guys know this weekend, Lake Neely Henry, I will be finally meeting Chickenhawk out on the lake. So we're going to get out there and duke it out. Battle of the Anglers is going to be MoneyBass and Chickenhawk at Neely Henry this weekend, guys. So what we'll do is on Friday, we will probably do a little bit of live during our practice. And it is an actual live tournament. I mean, it's an actual tournament that we're participating in, but we have permission from the tournament director and the people that are hosting it to actually have a live segment where you guys will actually be able to watch, you know, me and Chickenhawk out there doing our thing live on the lake. So yeah, it's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good one. So make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, you subscribe to the channel and tune in for that action that's going to take place this weekend. All right, let's see. Bridget Allen says 922 is your mega. Let me see, connected to Ethernet directly. All right, so you guys are getting active in there. Really, really appreciate that. All right, so let's see. I see a few of you guys in here talking to each other, helping them out. All right, James Harmon, LJ says, "Dear MoneyBass, meet up with me on the lake and bring lunch. Big news, got a big article coming out in the December GON magazine." Big shout out to LJ with Lanier Baits, guys. Make sure you guys go and check out his website, lanierbaits.com, especially if you fish Lanier. I mean, if you fish Lanier, don't you think you need some Lanier baits? I mean, come on, guys. All right, so yeah, so he's doing big things with that GON. Actually, was it last year? I think it was last year. I did the October edition for the GON article for Lake Russell. So yeah, last year. So I did an article for GON magazine too. So good deal with that. Uh-oh, guys, look who we have checking in. We have Greg. Greg is getting live and getting active in here. He says, "Good evening, MoneyBass. Sorry I'm late to the party. Glad to see your mega live is looking good. I didn't have a chance to wrap my wiring to provide you feedback to see if it reduced the noise when the trolling motor was on." Oh yeah, so we're getting out here. We're making some things happen, guys. All right, LJ says, "Been working on it since January, discussing winter bite and sonar education and installation." All right, and he also says, "You rookies, I have four he." No, come on, no, there's no way. LJ says he has 4 Helix 15s and the Apex 19 with a 32-inch Samsung. Come on, man. No, that is not true. That is not true. All right, let's see. Joseph says, he says, "LJ, what sort of generator you powering that spaceship with?" He says 831 series AGM deep cycles. Listen, guys, you cannot believe LJ is he's messed with you guys. He does not have that on his boat. He does not have that. All right, let's see what else we have. James Hart, he says, "Chickenhawk, oh Chickenhawk, come out and play with your 50% CAD." Yeah, we're waiting to see if Chickenhawk's going to show up. All right, I just have a few more chats that I'm going to get to, and then I'm going to pull up those clips, guys, and get right back into the content for you. So we try to have some fun over here, guys, every once in a while. So we provide some education, some entertainment. What do they call that? Edutainment and some fishing. You know, we have to make it a little interesting. All right, so let's see. Joseph says, "I feel almost naked with only 2 graphs." Then again, they're some hard workers. All right, the LJ says, "Preach it, money." All right, shout out to Doty Fishing. Doty Fishing did send me some video clips. I was trying to find those so I could pull those up and show you, because he did have some really good images that I wanted to show you guys, but I wasn't able to pull it up on my computer in time. All right, but Doty Fishing says, "Joseph, first day on the water since June. Everything worked perfectly. I'm gonna buy some lottery tickets." He's gonna be back in here with some lottery money. All right, Bridget Allen Fisher says, "That would be great money. I run 3 Solix units, 12 and 10 at the bow with 360 and live in a 12 at the console. Good luck at Neely Henry. Love fishing down south." Oh yeah, you know, down south, get down here and do our thing. Get out there pitching into some grass and all that good stuff. All right, then we have James Harmon says, I look like a spar going down the lake." I bet have the football game playing and everything. All right, then Joseph says, "Doty, you Charlie Ching, bro, the world is yours. Gonna fill them live wells next year." Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do now is just hop back into the screen. This is let me just pull it up real quick. I see we have a few more people that have hopped in here that weren't here just a minute ago. So let me just give you some background on what we are about to look at. All right, so what we're looking at right here is a split screen. On the left hand side, this is just me out here casting, so you guys can see me casting. You can see the rod and stuff like that. Over on the right hand side is going to be the live imaging, and if you take a look, I have my forward range set out to 95 feet, so you can get a good distance out here. This is the 1.290 update. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I see somebody in here. Who is this? We have Mega Live Hot Shot Crappy Fishing says, skipped over me again. Skipped over me again. Wait a minute. I didn't see you in the chat. I didn't see anything in the chat. Let me just double check. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I don't see it in the chat. So yeah, I hope I didn't miss it. But shout out to Mega Live Hot Shot. I don't know why I keep saying hot sauce. Crappy fishing. All right. And then Joseph says, don't forget to smash the like button. Oh, yeah. Let me check on that. Let me see what these likes are looking like over here, guys. All right. Here we go. Hold on just a second. I know my likes need to be looking lovely. Let's just stop the show for just a second so I can check these likes. Oh, come on, guys. I have 13 likes. So the likes really do help the channel and help the videos, guys. So what that does is just tell the algorithm that, hey, there's some people that are actually liking this content. They're getting active in here. They see the chat is going. So it kind of pushes it out to more people. And the other thing, if you guys could do for me, is send out the link to this channel or to this live stream to 2 people that you think would be interested in this content. So, guys, I see something else going on in here. I got to get to it in a second, but send this link, just share this link with 2 people that you think will be interested in this type of content. So we're going to be running for just a little bit longer, guys. So they have some time to come and check into the chat. But what I'm about to do is just pull the video back up and show you guys that 1.290 update. But hold on just a second. What is this? We have Chickenhawk checking in. He says, you keep saying hot sauce because that Louisiana is in the house. Oh my goodness. We have Chickenhawk. Now I'm gonna have to bring Chickenhawk in here because we have something to settle out here on the lake this weekend. So we're gonna see what's really going on. All right. He said, James Harmon says, I like the show, but not you. Come on, LJ. Why you gotta treat me so bad? I got feelings. I have feelings over here. All right. So let me just pull this back up real quick. And what I was saying, guys, is over on the right-hand side, I have my range set out to 95 feet. This is the 1.290 update, but it is not with the new transducer. So this is what the image clarity and everything, how it looked with the 1.290 update, but before this new transducer. And immediately after I show you this, I will show you from today, now that I have installed that new transducer, the image quality that I have. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look, guys. All right, hold on just a second. Let me make sure I have it queued up correctly. Hold on just a second, guys. All right, let me see. Get my screen shared. Hold on one second. Oh, I see what I did. All right, hold on one second, guys. I have a bunch of screens opened up and I was clicking on the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
Guys, look at all of those fish right there. And all I need is one.
Pay close attention to that group of fish out there coming away from that cover.
All right, hit it. Oh, got him. Now, did you guys see the top water hit? Did you guys see it? Please tell me that you saw that.
All right, so there we go. So that is the, let me just pull this back up. So that's the 1.290 update prior to me getting the new transducer to show you guys that it still had, the image quality was good. You can see that long distance out there all the way to that 95 feet. And actually I could put it out farther than that, but I pretty much try to keep my cast around the 100 to 110 feet cast whenever I'm fishing offshore like that. But that's why I have it set up with that depth. All right, let's see. I see you guys still in here saying a few things in the comments. All right, and so immediately after that, I want you guys to take a look. So like I was saying, the interference was still there. So even though I was still able to track those fish and cast out to them and catch them, see that cover, that structure and everything, I still had that interference. So what I would do is get lined up and I would disengage the trolling motor until I cast and, you know, got everything lined up the way that I wanted. Then I would hit my spot lock to get everything lined back up again. And that's pretty much the way that I was having to do it. All right, so what I'm going to do now, let me just drop that down. And I have a clip from, let's see where we at. A clip from today that I want to pull up and show you guys. All right, just bear with me. Again, this is a live show, so I'm trying to make sure that I pull up the right footage for you guys and share the screen. Blow that up. All right, so this is from today. This image right here is from today with the new update. So let me enlarge this again. So this is the 1.290 update with the new transducer that I was telling you guys about. And for anybody interested in finding out that information about how I got that new transducer, make sure you click the link that is in the description. I show the pictures. I go over in detail, you know, the things that I did and what kind of led me to follow those steps in order to get that new transducer. All right, so just take a look at what you're seeing right here. To me, that image clarity looks great. Looks very good, very good. All right. And the other thing about it is whenever I would hit the trolling motor, the image would still stay the same. All right, but let me just go ahead and play this guy so you can take a look at it.
Get those fish out there sitting at 50 feet. You can see them coming off of that structure. So let me see if I can hit this right at about 60, because you see those fish right there on the other side of 60. Let's see if I can get it, guys. Boom. There we go. Hit it right at 70. Did you guys see that? There it goes, dropping down. There goes the fish heading over to it. All right, so you guys say yes, 70. If you saw that hit at 70, say yes, 70. So let's see, Bridget Allen, your question was, can you pick up your lure easier on the live? So did you see that cast? I was shooting for 60, but I hit it right at 7. Well, shooting for 65. I hit it right at about 70, which was a good enough cast. I was able to see it when it hit the water and track it on its way down. Again, I have not gone in and made the settings, the adjustment on the settings as precise as I eventually will want them to be. Okay, take a look at that, guys. Can you see all those fish coming out of that cover? They're coming down there to that shaky head. Whether they're going to hit it or not is a completely different story. The lake is turning over right now, and a lot of times whenever that's happening, for some reason, those fish get very finicky. And as I look around out on the lake, I can see bubbles coming up, you know, kind of all over. So this time of year, this offshore bite starts kind of slowing down for me whenever I start seeing that turnover. So you kind of have to move around a lot to find those active fish. But today I'm not going to be moving around a lot. We're just focusing on seeing the how the clarity is on the new Mega Live 1.290 update.
Thank you, guys. I was just talking away, sitting here muted. Special shout out to Ronald Pratt. Ronald Pratt, really, really appreciate you. Hit me up quick and said, hey, man, where's your audio at? Your mouth is moving, but nothing is coming out. What is going on with that? Oh, goodness. All right. But basically, all I was saying is that you can see the image quality. Even when the trolling motor is moving, you kind of see at the bottom of the screen how it's kind of, there's some movement going on below the bottom of the lake line on the screen. And let's see, yeah, you can't really see it, see my mouse moving around, But that is the only movement that I would see from the trolling motor, which does not affect the it doesn't affect the it doesn't affect the quality of the image at all. All right, so I'm gonna hop back into the chat, guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you want to share anything about your system and what you've been experiencing, just make sure you drop that in the chat. And again, if anybody has any information about a boat, we have Big Ivy Fishing. He is out here looking for a boat. And we have 1922. What was the name again? 1922. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me find you real quick. 1922 Bass. Just has dropped some information in there about some interference issues and things like that. That was going on that end of things. All right, but let me just pull this up again so you guys can take a look at it. That is the image quality that I was having with the 1.290 update and the new transducer. You can see that trolling motor moving around. All of that movement that you see below that line, that's the only movement that I saw as far as the trolling motor, because it's apparently it's on spot lock right now, because I can tell by the way that it's moving around. Let me just jump through here a little bit and just see what else may have been something interesting in here. Oh, the other thing, some guys had asked about my settings. So let me see if I can pull that up for you guys real quick so you can take a look at these settings real quick. And actually, you're not going to be able to see them that well. But if you go the link to the well, actually, if you go to the channel, my channel itself, you can pull up the video from today, and you can see those settings that I currently have my unit set up. And I kind of went through and explained some of the different like persistence mode, dynamic contrast, some of the settings, and what I kind of look for to determine what to put those settings on. All right, let me see. Let me just hop back up here, guys. Let's see what else we have. All right, so I'm going to hop back into the chat real quick to see if anybody has anything they want to say. And then we're going to hear from Chickenhawk to see what he has to say about what he got himself into for this weekend coming up. All right, let's see. Where were we at in the chat, guys? All right, shout out to Joseph, member of the Money Team. Shout out to the Money Team. Joseph says, bring up the hawk and let him squawk. We all want to hear how Mr. Phil the fish is gonna spank you and your new toys. Uh-oh. Joe Winkler says, I do have a very old 1998 ProCraft Super Pro with a 2005 225 horsepower Mercury Optimax for sale. All right, so Big Ivy Fishing, if you're interested in that, make sure you get in contact with Joe Winkler. All right, C219 Troll says, what up, Money? Glad you got your interference fixed. Oh, yeah, me too, man. It was no fun out there trying to fight against my equipment. All right, Doug said he did see that bait hit at 70. So the other thing that I'm going to do for you guys is go out on the lake and just make a video. Instead of running a live, I will go and make a video and just cast different baits, get everything fine-tuned to where I'm tracking the baits and just show you guys different baits. That's pretty much what I did with the other updates as far as the 1.170, 1.150, and the 1.20 update. So you guys could take a look at that. All right, let's see. Where were we at, guys? Oh, yeah, you guys will let me know I was muted. All right, then Cajun Hawk said, we call that talking loud and saying nothing. All right, Joseph says, that new and improved Mega Live highlight the Silent Night edition. Shout out to Texas Newt checking into the live stream. Says, sorry I'm late for the party. What is going on? And we also have the Mass Bass Tid checking in. He says, this Chickenhawk versus MoneyBass is years in the making. Can't wait to see it. Uh-oh. Yeah, a lot of, Chickenhawk has had on some running shoes for some years. I finally got him cornered. So let's see what this Steve's going to say. All right, then we have Joseph says, Lawrence, nothing else needs to be said. Oh, yeah, there's some people out there that are running those Lawrence systems and getting great results from it. Some of the guys, they say that that's the top of the line. So everybody, depending on what their preferences are and, the setup and all that. But yeah, so Lawrence is out there doing big things too. All right, Mark Scott says, got to go, guys. Have a great night out. Special shout out to, let me go ahead and put some respect on his name. Mark Scott came in and hit the channel with a $50 super chat. And that wasn't all. He was in here hitting the channel with the $20 super chat. And what else? another $20 super chat. Big shout out to Mark Scott, one of the strongest supporters of the channel. Big shout out to you. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you stopping in and checking out the live stream and always getting active in the comments. Really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next one, Mark Scott. All right, then we have LJ says Chickenhawk better have on his Depends. Oh yeah, because he's gonna have some bubble guts this weekend. All right, LJ says money. Let's talk tomorrow. I still haven't updated to the newest update after we spoke not long ago. Yeah, that's right. So he hit me up. So those images that you guys see where I'm showing that before and after, where one is the before shot and you can see the structure and everything, and then I immediately hit the trolling motor and took another picture. I sent those over to LJ and he was like, hey, I'm gonna hold off just a little bit. But yeah, we can link up tomorrow, LJ. All right, and let's see. We have LJ says Hawk is going to be sponsored by Turtle Wax. Oh my goodness. Why Turtle Wax? His rear end is gonna need to be cleaned and waxed. Oh my goodness. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can have a little fun, guys. Let's see what's going on with Chickenhawk. Chickenhawk, if you are in here, there's an invitation in the chat. Now that's for Chickenhawk, guys. All right, then we have Joe Wink that says, have a great night, Mark. Oh, yes. Big shout out to Mark Scott. Really appreciate it. And if you guys take a look at the bottom of the screen, that banner does say special shout out to the sponsor of the show, Mark Scott. Big shout out to him. And special shout out to the members of the Money Team. Those are the members of the channel. If anybody is interested in becoming a member of the channel, please make sure you click that join button down below and it will give you the information and, you know, just tell you about some of the perks that come along with it. And we have had a few new members that have joined the channel recently. So big shout out to you guys and welcome to the channel. All right, let me drop this link in here one more time. I mean, you know, I'm still kind of nervous. I mean, everything's already, you know, booked and paid for this tournament this weekend. So I don't know. Chickenhawk, you know, Chickenhawk, he has some running shoes, guys. So you got to keep an eye on him. You got to keep an eye on him. Who is this? Wait a minute. Is this? Hold on, Chickenhawk. You cannot play music on YouTube. You will get my channel yanked down.
Music, man. Getting my head right.
That's right. You need to get
my theme song. You hear me? That's how I'm doing. That's what we doing around here.
I see. So let's give the people an introduction. If this is their first time seeing this person that comes in every once in a while and crashes my show talking about a 50% cast to catch ratio, talking about
you about to see it live. You about to see it live and in person.
Talking about he can get out there and sniff the water and tell where the fish gonna be at. He don't need electronics.
Hey, man, I point them out. And I pull them in.
Oh,
you can see a whole bunch of fish get put into the protocol, baby. Oh, they about to get put into the concussion protocol. I told you. I painted the inside of my live wells blue.
Why? So it can look like you had. You need to go ahead and put them in the blue tip. Paint some fish in there too, so you can keep open the live well.
I don't need to worry about none of that. You need to worry because it's about to get ugly for you.
All right, guys. So for anybody who does not know, this is Chickenhawk. He comes in here chicken hawking on a regular basis, talking about beating the brakes off people, but bringing in these little dinks to the scales and stuff. So now he has finally shown up. We are scheduled to meet up and go head to head on Lake Neely Henry. It is going to be a live tournament. It is actually a veterans benefit tournament, but we have received permission. Hold on just a second. But we have received a permission from the host of the tournament and the tournament director to where we are going to be live at that tournament. He's going to be on his boat. I'm going to be on mine. He's going to be catching the spanking, and you guys are going to get to watch it. So
I don't know nothing about all that, but look here, man. You know, I got your special order for you, so you can make it home. After I beat them off of you, I'm gonna give these to you and get you back home.
What
get
is
you
that?
back home safely.
What was that?
Hey, did you tell your so-called fans or whatever you want to call them that this is the last week of your like channel?
What does that mean? What do you mean?
That means I'm taking this channel. I'm taking this channel. Come this weekend, I'm taking this channel. The live next week is gonna be me, sponsored by me. You understand? You understand? And we're gonna change a few things. I want a few things changed up in here.
You do like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get like your little blue lights and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna get rid of all that little blueness.
We're gonna have some like little chickens floating around in the.
I was like, them hawks, baby. We're gonna have that hawk going on.
Oh my goodness. Joseph says, is it him? We're starting to think he was just a myth.
Oh, he's gonna feel like I'm a myth. Hey, you know, when you have a sighting, like Bigfoot walk around there, people have sighting, they talk about it for years. After this Saturday, when people see what I do to you, they're gonna talk about it for years. They were like, I was there. I watched a grown man get beat down on the water. You know, I mean, it's gonna feel kind of bad. You know, I actually thought about it. I said, should I really unleash this on you and you have to drive back home?
Does anybody know the size limit? Does anybody in the chat know the size limit for Neely Henry? Because whatever it is, I want you guys to actually see how small of a fish can actually be caught whenever Chickenhawk gets on the scene.
Like I told you, you know, you can bring them little dinks in there if you want to.
Now, listen, on most lakes, they do keep record of like the biggest bass, the biggest crappie, the biggest carp. Chickenhawk is famous on many lakes for the smallest fish alive. I mean,
you don't even believe that, but you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out, like they say, you're gonna find out the hard way.
Yeah, we're gonna be on Lake Neely Henry this weekend, guys. So what I'm gonna do on Friday, I will probably do a live for the practice just to make sure you know, everything is running fine and all that good stuff. So on Saturday, you guys will be able to see some live action. So that's what we're gonna do. So I don't know if I'll just make Friday a members only thing, but we'll see. So the guys that are members of the money team, the people with the badges next to their name, I may have it set up so you guys can tune in and just kind of check to make sure everything is, you know, looking right, running right. Just see a little bit of our practice, and I'll also do. Yeah, shout out to the money team. I'm gonna do a live for the money team. I'm gonna give you guys my game plan. I'm gonna go over the baits and everything like that. I might do that for you guys tomorrow. Show you my baits and everything that I'm gonna stomp him out with. And yeah, so you guys can take a look at that. What you think about that, Chickenhawk?
You know, I'm a bit more not worried about that than Man in the Moon. Let me explain something to you. I might, I'm not quite sure yet, because you might not be able to handle it, but I might put that 50% catch ratio on you. I might unleash it.
Can you explain what
I might go ahead and unleash it?
What does that mean? What does a 50% cast to catch ratio mean again? Because remember, last time your math was kind of off.
My math gonna still be the same, because that's winning math, okay? That's winning math. 5 casts, baby, 2 fish. Don't you worry about it. That's winning math.
That's not 50%. But I mean,
let me tell you something. When you on the receiving end of it, you tell me if it feels like 50% to you.
Okay. So what you are telling the peoples that are watching tonight is on Saturday, they are going to witness you make 5 casts and bring in 2 fish.
I said I'm thinking about that.
You want to think and see if you want to unleash that on me.
Because I may not need to unleash. I mean, I figure like this: catch one decent fish. At that point, the competition is over with. So you've been eliminated. Then I can just focus on trying to do other things in place. You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know how you get. You know, you get out there, you want to talk about your little thing, you want to show everybody this, but you don't catch no fish now. And then you just keep on doing this and doing that. Then you get quiet. You know, when it get a little close, then you get close to the end, then you get quiet. Then you start getting stiff and you start that kind of movement. I guess that's when that pepto is kicking in. And so it get tight on you. So we're gonna be able to see this live and in person going down.
Let me set up this poll real quick. Place your bets. Who will win? What do you think you're gonna win this poll, Chickenhawk? I'll even put your name first. Let's see, Chickenhawk. All right, guys. So what I'm doing is putting a poll in the chat, and this poll is asking basically place your bets. Who will win? We have Chickenhawk and we have your partner MoneyBass. Who would you guys put your money on? So that poll is active. Let's see what people have to say when they hop in here. But hold on just a second. Whoo! We have another one. We have Joe Winkler. Hold on. Wait a minute. Say it ain't so. Joe is checking in here. He says he wants to put a $50 super chat on it. Okay. He says this is from a so-called viewer to help Ryan come down to the Hawk country and smash him. Ooh!
That man got money to blow.
Oh my
goodness.
That
man got money to blow.
I tell you what, the first fish that I catch, that first hog I pull in, that is gonna be for Joe Winkler. That is gonna be Joe Winkler's fish. So that's what I'm doing. So Joe Winkler just bought him a fish. Who else wants a fish? Because Joe Winkler got his.
You might need to get Joe Winkler to go down to the nearest place and buy you an actual fish and try to get it out there to you. That's what you might need to do.
Oh no, he said smash him. So I gotta bring out the Hulk, and he must know that meme. And check this out, Joe. So this is the thing. What was it? Yesterday or the day before? You have smash him in here. I sent him a meme. Do you guys remember the Avengers when Loki was talking to Hulk? Hulk grabbed him by the leg and wham, 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 and just stomped him out. Yeah, that's what I sent Chickenhawk just the other day. I was like, hey, partner, this is what you need to be looking forward to happening right here.
Now, how are you gonna explain all this when none of that comes true? When you get smashed, how are you gonna explain it? I'll give you a little segment. Actually, what I might do is I may give you a little 10-minute segment on your show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after I take it over.
That's what you
after I take over your channel. I give you like a 10-minute segment. We call it Throwback Mondays. So every Monday I give you like a 10-minute segment.
I don't know about that one. Hold on. Let me stop the show real quick. Mako says, wait, Joe Winkler, what about me and Mark? We need our fish too. They stacking them up on you, Mako. They stacking them up on you.
Hey, Mako know what kind of damage I bring to him
now. I don't know about that. You need to
take another sip of that.
You need to take another sip of that whiskey.
I'm about to make some believers out there. I'm about to make you some believers out there. Don't you worry about it.
Okay, let me ask you this. How much weight would you say that you're gonna bring in this weekend?
I'm not quite sure because you know what I like to do. You know what I like to do.
No, don't tell these people that. You gonna
start I like to do plus one. You know I love plus one. I used to be a little old pool hustler. That's what I used to do back in the day. You let somebody knock, we got 8 ball. You play an 8 ball. You let them knock off 5 balls. Then you go ahead and take them off the table. Then the next thing you know, they like, man, they won't play again. They come with their money. And they keep coming back because they think they got a chance. So you don't want to just smash them. Now, I might smash you because you kind of deserve it. You've been asking for it for such a long time that I need to go ahead and probably just give you one of them old good old, give you one of those where remember how you used to have to go out and go get your own stick.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to that and you break that stick off. See, now some of your viewers might not know about this.
But you know, I think they do. I think Texas Noob has something to say to you.
What is it? Okay, you go hear it. You heard it before.
Where he heard it? Do you know where he heard it before?
What he heard before?
At Guntersville when they
what?
Don't be acting like you don't remember Guntersville. You got a concussion? Were you concussed? Chickenhawk witnessed my hook set and was concussed. You got listen. Just go back and search MoneyBass Guntersville Chickenhawk. And
what
you have
right.
He was concussed. He has no recollection of what I did to him at Guntersville. He was concussed.
Hey, worry about that.
You know what happened to you at Guntersville? You took a stomping. That's what happened.
Are you sure?
You don't remember?
I do not remember taking a
I interviewed you and everything at the beginning of the before we blasted off while you were sitting in your boat. It's gonna start coming back to you. I know whenever people go through traumatic experiences, I forgot what it's called, but you try to just push it out of your mind. You just want to put that behind you. But no, it's out there on YouTube for you guys to see. If they search MoneyBass Guntersville, I think it was the last tournament that we fished on Guntersville. When I finally pinned him down, you guys will see somebody. You will see a fisherman / track star because he was running through the parking lot trying to get away.
I don't run.
Yeah, you were running. You were running and trying to hide.
So are you gonna tell the people about the little wager at hand?
Oh, you can go ahead and explain it to them. Go ahead and let them know. Let me hop back in. Let me look in the chat while you explain.
This is how we do it. So we got like a little side thing going on, but this is the beauty. If let's say both of us place, let's say I get first.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We don't want to tell them about fictional stuff. Give them.
Well, I mean, it's fictional for. I need you to place. So I actually need MoneyBass to place because let's say I get first and he gets second, then the loser has to give the winner their winnings. So alongside the side bet, you got to sign over that check, and I'm taking it. I'm taking that check, and actually, I'm gonna make you endorse it, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna deposit it from my mobile deposit from my phone. That's exactly what I'm gonna do with it.
Oh my goodness!
And then I'm gonna take that check, and I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna frame it. So this is what you do. Even when jokers win, you just take their money. Give me that.
All right, let me hop back in the chat real quick. Look, we have Big Ivy saying, I'm taking bets. Anybody in the house taking bets? All right, who else we have? Joseph says, Joe, we might not let me see an ambulance, both of them to the scene of the crime. Okay, hey, I think Hawk might need an I mean, you guys see he was concussed from the last time. He doesn't even remember the whole tournament. He does not even remember being at Guntersville. All right, Joseph says, Hawk, I gave you the first vote. You got to do the rest. Wait a minute.
I got that, baby. I got that. I got you.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Yeah, what's the tally so far?
I don't know what the tally is, but what is this?
Oh man, that's that food. I thought you said they got copyright things on. Why you put this
the
on?
Chickenhawk trying to tell me something. Wham. Oh my goodness.
I got like Lil Wayne say, where the love go?
Oh my goodness. Chickenhawk. That's why you don't remember. That's why you don't remember Guntersville.
Is that why?
That was Guntersville. That's why you don't even remember being at Guntersville. That was Guntersville for you right there.
Those yeah, this gonna be nice. This gonna be nice.
All right, we have Big Ivy. Big Ivy says, okay, where y'all fishing this tournament? We are going to be at Lake Neely Henry this weekend on Saturday. All right, then Mako Mill says, I don't know, Money. If the Hawks start playing that Louisiana music, he may start bringing them in. No, it is not gonna happen. Uh-oh, guys. Look what we have. Special shout out to
There you go.
the 2023 Angler of the Year. Let me wait a minute. The 2023 Angler of the Year, Mr. Mike Murphy, stepping in strong. What is going on, Mike? He said, I was there. He remembered what happened.
Let me explain something about this guy right
No,
here.
wait a minute. Hold on. He said, I was there. You know where he was at?
I know he probably talking some
He was there watching the Hulk stomp you out at Guntersville.
No. Let me explain something. You know, I moved from Atlanta.
Man, wait a minute. Does anybody have Does anybody have some a violin and some cheese?
No,
to go with
I'm
this
not.
wine?
What I'm saying is like, so you know, it took him. He's Angler of the Year now, so-called. He's so-called Angler of the Year now. You know, I was gonna take that because he was actually, you know, I was on his boat, man. He a good net man. Good net man. I had him out there, man. He was just netting it up. I ain't never seen nobody working net like he working net. I put him to work. I had to put him to work. Things happen like that. But he went on and won his little Angler of the Year. I called him and congratulated him the other day. Look, what are you talking about? There's a video. There is no video.
There is a video of you getting stomped out on Guntersville.
Why don't you show that video of me stomping you on Sinclair?
That was in 19 and
no 19.
Listen, how many times are you gonna mention one tournament out of about 50?
I'm gonna tell you something. I tell you what. After Saturday, I won't mention it again. I'll be mentioning Billy Henry.
I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you. I want you to hold on to your one win so you can continue mentioning Sinclair for the next 15 years too. All right,
and you got lucky. You got lucky on Widowie because that one broke off on. You got lucky on both Widowie and the Alabama River. I had you on both, and you know it.
Come on, man.
It broke off.
Let's see what Maker Wheels have. Okay, we got that. Then we have James LJ says, Hawk. Do you remember Guntersville? Was that when he left early?
I never leave early.
Oh, listen. Hold on. Do you want me to go along with that, or you want me to tell him what really happened?
What are you talking about? Oh, I know you. No, wait.
No. See, now he remembers. He said, "Oh, I was concussed then too. I was concussed." Listen, guys. Hold on. Listen. Let me tell him. This was. So I'm out here fishing. It's only about 12 o'clock. So I can't remember what time I caught my first fish, but I took a picture of it and I texted to Chickenhawk. And I know he saw it and started getting some bubble guts.
I was a co-angler.
No, we don't want to hear it. We do. Does anybody have a violin? Do I need to pull up a violin? Now listen. Around 11 something, I pull in a 5.77. That monster. I mean, you should have seen the mouth on this thing. I sent him a picture of that and a screenshot of my mapping of my sonar, my mapping of where I caught the fish from. And I was like, man, he's not replying to anything. So I call him to check and make sure he's okay. And I hear some wind and sound like tires on an interstate. And this is like 12 o'clock. And I start feeling so bad. I'm like, man, I didn't know I was going to break him. Chickenhawk, after he got that 5.77, he packed up and hit the interstate with some bubble guts, went and bought some Pepto-Bismol and went home.
Man,
I could not. I was like, hey, man, we still got a whole half a day left. You didn't have to just leave. So, yeah, so that's what he's talking about. Was that when he left early? So, but actually, no, this was not the time he left early. He did that the time before that. But
I was co-angler that. I mean, I was in somebody else's boat. So, you know, I couldn't, I mean, you know, that was. Well, look, none of that's going to matter. None of that's going to matter. Because let me tell you something. Just like Bernie Mac did on let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Come this weekend, I'm gonna have my truck and be down there to get my money from you. That's what's gonna happen this weekend.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I'm positive.
I use my 360.
I'm positive. I'm just here to tell you. But
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
You gonna bring that man up?
Man, listen, you can't be harassing good folk.
Bring my dead man up, man.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring him up. Hold on just a second. Hold on, here we go. Bring him up for everybody. Where's he at?
Because you had him freezing up out there on that was on Lanier. That joker, I actually kind of felt bad. Wait, what's this?
This him right here. Here you go. Hold on.
What? Second place go to Roy Phillips. First place go to Ryan Johnson. Big Fish Day 1, Carson, 86. Big Fish Day 2.
Okay, Carlton. He was out there doing his thing. Anybody else have anything to say?
Hey,
Okay, sure. Yes.
Number 2, shake his hand.
Hercules, he
You can do 2 things. You can shake his hand or say, "Hey, I'm number 1."
I ain't gonna do that. Oh, Lord. What happened?
Oh, who is that? Who is that? Who is that hiding? Oh my goodness. What, do you remember now?
I don't even remember any of that. I don't remember any
he was
of
concussed. It was like a dream. It was all a dream. Oh, so that was the stomping at Guntersville. Oh my goodness, man.
You just make sure. You make sure we can have some interviews come this Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Don't you run off. Don't be talking about your battery and my battery that went down. I don't want to hear none of that.
Do you want me to play the part on here with you actually running? You want me to let it keep playing a little bit?
When was I running? I don't remember running.
You don't remember that part?
I don't remember running.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
What was this?
He's running. Do you see it? Hold on. Let me back it up for him real quick, just so they can see. So I'm trying to find him. Here it go, guys. Here it go. Let me turn the volume back up for you.
It's how things turned out.
So I'm trying to find him, guys.
What's up? What you get?
It's like I'm looking around, and I was like, I know I saw him around here somewhere. Nope, it's not over there. Oh, there you go. Look at him. Watch him.
Chickenhawk, why you going the wrong way?
Take a line with
Make sure trailer right, man.
Hey, it's time for the weigh-in.
Huh?
Okay,
I feel that wild, man.
It's time for the weigh-in. Where your bag at?
I got in late, so it just DQ'd.
They DQ'd you. Wait a minute. But you was here before I got back.
He got them going to the house.
Yeah, man. But that I came.
All right, we'll check back in with Chickenhawk. He gonna have to get his story straight. We'll be back.
Right.
See, I was getting my bag, right?
You was getting the bag.
I was getting my bag.
For what? You didn't have anything
I had some fish.
You were concussed.
You
You thought you had some fish. Oh goodness. Hold on. Let me hop into the chat real quick to see what else we have in here. All right. So we have Joseph. He says that new WWE fishing channel. All talk and we ain't seeing no fishing.
Oh, you about to see it. You about to see it.
All right. Let me shoot through these real quick.
No, Hartwell was never supposed to be the rematch.
Wasn't Hartwell supposed to be the rematch? What happened to that? Nah, listen, he been running for so he said Hartwell was not swampy enough. He said he needed a lake that was swampy. I don't know what that meant, but he did say it. All right, then we have what is that? Columna says, "Hi, met you on the boat ramp a week or two or so ago." All right, so shout out to you. Really appreciate you coming and checking out the live stream. All right, then we have James LJ says, "Dang, Hawk, you're going to be one broke dude and need gas money to get home." Yeah, so for clarification, the person who wins, any winnings that person, except for the big fish, Hawk wanted to hold on just in case he got big fish. He didn't want to give that up. But the loser has to give the winner. Not only does the winner get the winnings from the tournament, they actually get the other person's winnings too. Whoo, it's gonna be tough. All right, Dodie Fishing says loser has to mail me their hat. All right, Mako Mill says, "So money. If the Hawk wins, will you come on the show and say to the nation, he's your daddy?"
Get him, Mako. Get him. What you got to say? Do we have any answers?
Yeah, because that's not gonna happen.
Well, then say what you gonna say. Answer Mr. Mako Mills.
Oh yeah,
man, ask the question. Give him an answer.
Yeah, and so what do you want him to say when obviously the other thing is gonna happen? What do you want him to say, Mako? All right, then we have Dodie says, Joe says, "Dodie, by next year you'll be wearing the Team Barking Rugers jersey." All right, and then once again, special shout out to Mike Murphy, the Angler of the Year for the 2023 Angler of the Year for the Rod Business Bass Club. Big shout out to you. All right, and let's see.
I'm glad he got that, so I can go ahead and take him out there and don't have to worry about going through the whole tournament. Just take him out there and beat him down on the lake real quick, and that's basically the equivalent.
Oh, so look at this. LJ says Mike is the one that told me Hawk was halfway back to Atlanta when everyone weighed in.
Ain't nowhere in the world. What? Don't remember that, man.
Because you were concussed. Concussed does that. All right, Mike Murphy says, "I'm in the video in the parking lot." See, he remembered the video before I even played it. He was not concussed. How does he remember the whole thing? Look, he said he quit because I was keeping him in the two spots.
Oh my goodness. There he go. There he go. See that? You see what I'm saying? That's why I got to go ahead and break him off some too.
Oh man. Then we have BI Fishing says, I heard it's some big hogs in them waters. Oh yeah, Guntersville has them big ones. Over there in Guntersville. And I did bring in one. Actually, that is the lake where that's the lake where MoneyBass was born, winning that mega bass pot. So instead of mega bass, it was MoneyBass. That's ticket right there. All right, then we have BI Fishing. He says, "Play the tape." So that's why I played it, because I had a special request. He was like, "Play the tape." So I was like, "Let me go ahead and play. Let me play the tape for him."
Hey, I want that same energy. Come Saturday.
Oh yeah, look at your partner.
What's that?
Look at your partner. Oh yeah, your partner had to do it to you. Your partner had to do it. All right, then we have Mako Mill says, let me see, what kind of boat are you looking for? All right, so yeah, we're trying to help Big Ivy find him a boat. Let me see, did I miss something? Let me just look real quick. Okay, here we go. All right, LJ says, Hawk, the Turtle Wax photo shoot is on Friday.
Yeah, no, baby,
it's on Friday.
Wax on, wax off. I don't need that.
Look at him running like Carl Lewis. And see, y'all thought I was lying when I told you that he does own several pair of Nikes. Y'all witnessed him running. I have other footage with Chickenhawk running too.
You about to slide out.
All right, LJ says you only needed a baggie. Chickenhawk, you just need a little baggie, a little Ziploc bag.
I'm like I told you earlier. Let's see what he say.
If you win, Hawk has to crawl on his knees and ask for forgiveness, and he is sorry for coming on your show and selling batteries.
Well, I mean, I got to get more than just him saying I'm his daddy.
But
I got to get. I mean, I'll go with that.
Okay,
but
so we good.
But no. I'm gonna need more than that. I need you to come on here, and apologize for even considering yourself in the same class as I am.
Listen. You know what? I'll do you one, but I apologize for the concussed. The concussed that I gave you.
Now I'm gonna want you to come.
On the last one.
I'm gonna want you to come and say what you gotta say on Monday, but then you're gonna probably have to wait another week and say it again because you coming off a concussion protocol, so you may not truly remember. And then we're gonna. But man, it's gonna be nasty. You know what? And I don't even feel bad about it. That's the crazy part about it. Normally, I feel bad before I do something to somebody. That's what actually scares me. That's what actually scares me. You feel me?
I see. Oh yeah. Some big things about to happen, man.
Hey, and before you ask, I am taking your winnings. Okay, I mean, like, for real. I don't care what they are. I'm taking them. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna be like, I got the big check, and then I'll be like, oh man, I just mess with you. Keep your win. Nah, I'm taking them winnings, man. Let me tell you something. That's how I roll. Okay.
Now, this is the other thing about this lake. It's known for fishing shallow. We're going to be bringing in some large. Well, I'm going to be bringing in some largemouth. You're going to see Chickenhawk with a few spots, maybe. But yeah, I'm going old school on them. Hand-to-hand combat. This isn't going to be. This is going to be a shallow water battle. This is.
And you know that you can't handle that. That's the problem you got. That's why I told you, do not cross the Georgia-Alabama line messing with me. Because you're going to get tore out of frame. This stuff fishes like Louisiana, baby. And you about to find
it's swampy. Out. It's swampy.
It's swampy.
It got some gators. It got some gators.
It's swampy enough. It's swampy. It feels like Bayou Pigeon. And those that know.
It's Cajun Rob.
It feels like Bayou Pigeon.
Cajun Rob.
Into that.
The Cajun Rob going to you. Like,
Cajun Rob knows about that.
Cajun Rob, like, I ain't listening to this. Oh, my goodness.
So when I get out there and handle that, boy, it's going to be nasty. And don't be bringing no secondly in there talking about, man, well, I think I catch some other stuff too. Hey, I'm. You know what? I might put a Zebco 33 on there. You know, and it just show you that all that stuff you talk, that technology, baby, if you don't know what you're doing on that other end, it don't matter. It don't matter.
You know,
all of the eyes up under the water you got right now.
You know, I have a Zebco in here too. Don't make me bring that out and catch a bonus fish on you.
Hey man, you don't have no intuition. You depend on those units too much.
Listen,
see me, like I told you, I can look at something and tell you there's a fish behind.
Listen, I know I have been stomping you.
You have been stomping me, man. Stop looking at those little silly trophies.
Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see. That's one wall. Now, there is only one of those trophies that I got with live imaging. That's it. I know I've been stomping you for so long that you think all of them came from live. One. All of that stuff you're looking at, that is not from live imaging. It's just in your mind. You have been taking a beating for so. You know how when you taking a beating, it's been 30 seconds. You like, man, it's been 5 minutes. When is it?
I don't believe. I'm telling you, man. In fact, I'm not sure how many I'm not sure how. See all these comments you got here? I'm gonna need everybody to show up on Come Up. That's what I'm gonna need everybody to show up. I want everybody. Line them up.
All right. So we got Joseph. He says, I just want to know one thing. Are either of you going to fish with a real rod and reel? Now, you know what he means by that, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What are you? What is he talking about? Do you know what he's talking about?
Don't you worry about it. I know what you're talking about. Are you?
I'm going to have 2 spinning rods, and the rest are going to be bait casters. Don't make me break out the chatterbait or the jig and start skipping docks on you, because it'll be over. I don't even want to do that to him, guys. I'm going to give him a fair shot. I'm not going to throw a chatterbait or a jig. I'm going to let him go ahead and have that. I'm going to let him have those. But yeah, so to answer your question, Joseph, let me think. Yeah, most of my fish are going to be caught on bait casters. I'm just going to start throwing the 2 spinning rods I have around every once in a while just to slow down on him a little bit. When I need to slow it down, I'll pick up the spinning rod to give him a chance. All right, then we have Mako Mills. He says, wait, Ryan, doesn't Hawk have Mega Live or Garmin Electronics? Oh, yeah. Chickenhawk has a 12-inch screen running live scope. Ooh, it's ugly out here in these streets.
Yes, sir.
It's ugly out here.
That's why I should have bought it. That's why I should have bought it.
All right, then Mako says, Hawk, tell us and Money your game plan for this weekend. What are you going to fish with, etc.? All right, hold on a second. Let's see. And then Joe Winkler says, he says, sorry, guys, but I need to check out for the night. 3 a.m. comes early. Big shout out to Joe Winkler. Let me go ahead and put some respect on his name. Joe Winkler did hit the channel with a $50 super chat. So he is, sharing that sponsor seat for tonight's festivities. And not only that, he came in with a $10 super chat too. He was in here making some things happen. And cannot forget, he was the sponsor of today's earlier live stream, the Live on the Water. He was the sponsor of that live stream, guys. So big shout out to Joe Winkler. Really, really appreciate you. And we will catch you on the next one, Joe. Really appreciate it. All right, then we have the Mass Bass. Tid says Mako Mills and the Hawk has live scope at the bow. Oh, the Hawk has live scope at the bow. There we go. That is correct.
Don't worry about that. Let me explain something to you. Okay, so don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about all that. All that ain't important. Hey, I don't need to see them big fish I be catching though. But let me explain something to you. So to answer Mako's question, one of my game plans. See, Mako, I tried to help this young man out with this, but he didn't want to listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
So I'm gonna do my 3-for-1 movement. You know my 3-for-1 movement is. I'm gonna throw that jig out there.
Listen. Don't hold on. Before you say this, let me talk. Let me see this if this poll changes after you say what you're about to say. Now, the poll says place your bets. Who will win? Chickenhawk is sitting at 29%. MoneyBass is sitting at 71%.
71%.
Oh my goodness, that's ugly.
Okay, there's gonna be some upset people. Hey, you know what? You do realize, I think Tyson was at 71, 75, maybe 80% to beat Buster Douglas. I'm just saying. But don't worry about that. Let me explain something. But they 50%. Let me explain something to you. So I'm gonna throw that jig out there. I'm gonna bounce it, I'm gonna drag it, and I'm gonna swim it. And he gonna hit on one of those movements. Ain't gonna go into the protocol.
Okay,
that's how you do it.
Your percentage just dropped from 29 to 15%.
No, it didn't. You trust you bet. Hey, I need you to save all this information.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. LJ is...
I need all of this saved. I want everything saved.
Look, Joseph wants to see who was on Team Hawk. It was Joseph and probably 2 other people. Who was on Team Hawk? Joseph is like, please let me know.
That's right, but don't worry about it. You know what? Joseph going smart money, smart man. So in fact, that's probably the only person I'm going to even talk to on Monday is Joseph. In fact, I'm gonna have to get Joseph because I'm not gonna let the rest of you fools talk to me. I'm gonna actually have Joseph be my interpreter. And so I would tell Joseph something, he gonna tell y'all. Then when y'all respond to him, he'll get back to me. Y'all not gonna earn the right to talk to me after what I do to you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat you so bad.
Wait a minute. Did you log into your other computer and your phone? LJ just said Hawk voted for himself.
No, man, ain't no way. What you talking about? I ain't
Did you log in on your other phone and your other computer and vote?
Don't you worry about it. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. So yeah, man, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait.
All right. So there you have it, people. So make sure y'all tune in for this. I mean, I'm going, yeah, this is gonna be I'm gonna have fun with this one. I mean, it's gonna be cold out. It's gonna be cold out there, but you're gonna see some beads of sweat on the grown man underneath of the Hawk hat. It's gonna be some cold beads of sweat. It ain't
cold when you win it, baby. Remember that. Okay, that's what we used to tell them when I used to coach football. It ain't cold when you win it. When you win it, it feels real good. The other teams be worried about it cold out here. Is it raining? It's raining. Wait a minute, the sun. There's too much sun. You worry about all that extra stuff. When you can't do the number one thing, then you worry about those other things. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, let me hold on real quick.
Talking about the weather.
Real quick. LJ says, fun time, guys. Got a trip tomorrow to slay some spots on Lanier. Shout out to LJ with Lanier Bakes. Really appreciate you stopping into the live stream. I will be out there for a few hours on the lake, just dialing in my live imaging. So I'll be out there maybe around 10 o'clock or so, LJ. So I'll be out there too. All right. Then we have Joseph says, nah, it's going to be a cold day. Oh, my.
Bam.
Joseph, wait a minute. Joseph, do you really think chicken? Joseph.
Right. This is personal, baby. I'm doing this for Joseph.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So Mako Mill says, hey, man, anything can happen. Just saying, money. What happens if he really comes through on this? What would you really say? I beat myself. The only way he
No. You ain't gonna beat God. You beat yourself.
That's it. Cause that's it.
You got to give it up, baby. You got to give it up.
No, it ain't. It's not.
Because you know how it is. You know how it is. I'm gonna tell you how your day gonna go. Okay. Boom. You hear what he say? But I'm gonna tell you how your day gonna go.
Wait a minute. Joseph is down there in Louisiana. Look at that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You ain't know.
Oh, so that's why. That's why.
It,
both of y'all over there eating that Cajun hot sauce.
The great state.
Eating some of them crawfish.
Hey, let me tell you something. We made only 2 places on this earth. 2 places on this earth that are made in the shape of a boot. Okay? It's Italy and Louisiana. And Italy is a ladies' boot, and Louisiana is a mud boot because we kick ass. Remember that. Remember that. Learn that about the state, baby.
Wait a minute.
You don't know nothing about that.
Who went in here?
Hey, how Lil Wayne say? I see a dead body every day. Remember that?
Wait a minute. What did you say your weight was going to be again?
I didn't say what my weight was going to be. I said +1.
How many fish you going to have? Are you going to cull or what are you thinking?
Hopefully, I don't have to cull. Hopefully, I get some big enough fish that I can actually sit down and eat my sandwich. Wait for the day to end. That's the goal. Now, if I have to cull, I'll cull.
But wait a minute, just so everybody understands, it's not gonna just be us two. We're actually in. But I'm letting them know. I'm letting them know that we're actually in a tournament. This is gonna actually be a tournament, but we are gonna be the only ones that are on live. Everybody else is still gonna be out there doing their thing. I don't know how many boats there's gonna be, but we are actually in a tournament. But we're gonna have our own thing going within that tournament. So you guys will see a live stomping.
So your question is how much you think it's going to take to win it? I think this time of year, and the way they say Neely here has been fishing lately, it's going to probably take about 10, 12 pounds to win it. That's it. I mean, unless you can find them big ones.
10 to 12.
And the problem is what they've done with the water is, see, that's going to be the biggest thing. It's like, where they're going to be, because the water coming back up.
So do you think it's going to, do you think it's going to be locals there fishing it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some locals there, but they're going to have the same problem because it's going to be such a drastic change in the water within a few days. The fish are not under the docks right now because there's no water under the docks. There's no water down in that shallow area. So the question is, when that water comes back up and those temperatures drop, what way are the fish gonna move?
To my hook.
And then right past your hook. So that's about it, because you ain't setting no hook.
Mako said, what's the name of the song that you played when y'all were
fishing? I can't remember.
He was concussed. All right. Joseph says 504.
You don't know what that is. You don't know nothing about that.
You know, I got peoples from the 504. All right. So LJ says 0.08 ounces. Oh my goodness, that is ugly. All right. Joseph says Hawk gonna catch so many he don't cull. They have to tell him to stop.
Bam.
When was the last time you fished Neely Henry? Have you fished it this year?
I can't remember.
Have you fished it this year?
I think so.
In
the summer.
Okay. Oh man, you was killing them then. Okay.
I mean, it was the middle of summer. It was rough. It was
right.
tough.
That's what I'm saying. That got grass on that lake docks and everything. That's a shot. That's a large amount. Right. Yeah. But you was killing them, right? I mean, tell us about it. What you? Let's see.
I can't remember what I got. I can't remember what I got when I went out there.
What?
It was tough. I know that much.
Wait a minute.
It was tough.
Hold on. So you fished the whole tournament?
No, it was just half day.
Okay, a half tournament. Oh, so you remember that? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
how I go from a half day to a couple hours? How did it go from a half day? First it was a whole day, then it was a half day. Then
it was like four. Then we moved on because it was hot. It was hot. You see me? You hear me?
100 boats. Hawk looking to be in 110 planes.
Believe that you want to.
Joseph says, wait though, Money, you said you ain't using them fair ones, so that deep game is going to be tough. Oh, I'm not going to be fishing offshore. I mean, I don't know why you guys think that I'm just a straight sniper all the time. You know, I can pull out the dagger and do some hand-to-hand combat too. I mean, like I said, only one of those is with live imaging. That's it. Just one. Just one is with live imaging. And that's just one wall right there. That's just one wall. All right, Mako says, I don't know, Money. Looks like the tide is turning towards the Hawk. I think he's getting in your head, man.
I live in that head. I take up residence in his head.
So
I take
listen,
up residence there, baby.
I'll just go ahead and put my secret out there, Mako. See what happens is if I put too much pressure on him, he will call the tournament director and get a refund, and I will show up at this tournament and he will not be there. Do not think that when you saw the mass bass kid say he's been waiting on this for years, that's because you have witnessed him literally running earlier in that video. Chickenhawk been running, so I can't put too much pressure on him.
Hey man, you have to find out.
Jason New said, Money, he left early. All right, Joseph says, why? Come on, man. Show us that wrist action. Do you even own a flipping stick? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up real quick.
That's right.
Hold on. Just
hey, Joseph, this is his flipping. His little drop shot. His little dropping shot.
See,
what are you doing now?
See, why y'all doing all this talking? Do you see how I'm rolling? I'm pulling this across the. There go the end of it. Now look how long this is going across the. You see that? That's an 8-footer. That's an 8-footer right there. Hold on, let me see if I can show you the specs real quick. Do you know what Tactical Elite is? That's a 7-footer right there. Don't think I'm not gonna.
Which one is it? 7 or 8? What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, yeah, 8-footer. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Mind.
That's right. That's an 8-footer right there. Don't make me have to pull that one out. You see, I keep that one on the red. I mean, see, somebody may bust into. You never know when somebody gonna break into the house and challenge me, and I have to. You know what I'm saying? I stay ready. I keep them rods right there. I'm like, what? What did you say? Don't make it.
Exactly. And guess what?
Look at that.
You're absolutely right. And guess what? You don't have a reel nor any kind of string on it. So, your outcome will still be the same.
Got the Tactical Elite ready for him. All right, let's see who else we have in here. Man, we've been rolling for I've been rolling for 2 hours. All right, so we got LJ says, Hawk, don't start on that drop shot. Oh, yeah, he's tried, failed miserably. All right, Joseph says, yeah, but that's like my patience thinned. You got me. That's a big swim bait rod. But it's still an 8-footer. All right, let's see. He says, nope, but I know what a broomstick is. All right, then LJ says Tactical Elite equals foot in Hawk's rear end. Uh-oh. All right, LJ says,
you know what? In
money,
fact, what I'm going to probably start, you know what I'm going to do? Once I get my weight right, I might go ahead and pull out my Sackley setup and just catch me some Sackley, catch me some food to eat. That's what I might do on top of everything else.
All right, Mako Mills is dropping the lay of the land for us. He says Nearly Henry level 0.06 below full pool.
It's lower than that.
Temp 68 to 71 degrees. Clarity clear. Bass guide and tournament angler Mike Carter reports Nearly Henry has been somewhat slow in the recent weeks, but there's definitely some light at the end of the tunnel. The lake has started dropping to its winter level. To its winter level, and with the water cooling off, with some fall temperatures and aggressive action, is getting ready to get started.
It's 85 degrees.
The water temp?
You're
talking about the water temp?
No, the water temp is, but the water temp still high. It hadn't dropped any. Now they lowered the lake, so they lowered the lake so that those people can work on their docks. So that's what's going on now. And so the water's low, and then they have to bring it, but they're gonna bring it back up before this starting tomorrow, I believe. So the question is, how are the fish gonna move?
All right,
Don't
guys.
you worry about that.
All right, peoples. So you've heard Chickenhawk speak his piece.
That
Finally,
right.
we're about to get out here and see what happens. So like I said, I will do another update. I'll drop something for the members only content, and then we'll probably do something on Friday just to test out everything, make sure that we're able to run the live so you guys can be there live and in action to see it happen. All right, any last words you want to say to your people?
If I practice on Friday, I don't believe in catching Friday fish. Friday fish ain't Saturday fish. You have yet to learn that, but you about to find out. That's all I got to say. I'm about to put this joker to bed. I'm about to take over this channel, and we're gonna have some changes going on. We're gonna have some scenery changes, and we're gonna have some formatting changes. So stay tuned, folks. Be ready. We're gonna shake things up a little bit. He'll have his little 10-minute throwback Monday, 10-second show that we'll let him kind of talk whatever he want to talk about. But what we're gonna start talking about on this channel is real fishing, baby. To be able to look at some water, you can look at a lay down, and I teach you how to figure out, is there something behind that before you even throw your bait. That's what I'm talking about. Real fishing, baby.
All right, so there you guys have it. We're gonna be live and in action. We'll see how it goes down.
And please do not forget the sponsor of it all, Duralast, because I will be installing some brakes after I break them off this weekend. Thank you.
All right, there we have it, guys. Want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of tonight's live stream. It was Mark Scott. Big shout out to you. And want to give an honorable mention to some other heavy hitters that came through tonight, showing some big support for the channel. We had Joe Winkler. Big shout out to you. And of course, cannot forget Mako Mills. What is going on? Big shout out to Mako Mills. Really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for the action that will be taking place this weekend. All right, guys, we will see you on the next live stream.